They're creating incredibly bizarre new technologies for the dystopian world of the future, Michael Snyder reports. Many would argue that we are already living in a dystopian society, but if those that are currently running things get their way, our world will soon look far more dystopian than it does now. Over the past few years, we've seen an unprecedented explosion of new technologies. Some of these technologies appear to have the potential to make life better, but others would give those in positions of power the ability to watch us, track us, monitor us, and control us like never before. If you're not concerned about what we are now witnessing, that's probably because you have not been paying attention. I have a number of examples that I want to share with you in this article, but I'm really struggling with how to organize them. Ultimately, I decided to order them from the least creepy to the most creepy, so let's start with the palm scanning. Palm scanners are being deployed at Whole Food stores all over the country, and once you are enrolled in the system, you can literally pay for your groceries just by using your hand. The palm recognition system works by linking a user's payment information with their unique palm print. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you can also link it with your Prime account. No need to fumble in the Amazon app looking for your in-store code any longer. At Whole Foods, you just hover your palm over the reader once you're ready to pay, and the system will find your Prime account, apply any discounts, and charge the credit card you enrolled with. A Business Insider journalist decided to give the system a try, and she described what she had to do in order to enroll. I followed the instructions on the device, first scanning my right palm, then my left, which was optional. The scanner then prompted me to enter my phone number. Amazon sent me a text with a link to a page asking me to verify my card details with the last 4 digits of my credit card number and the card's expiry date. And that was it. It took me to my Amazon One homepage where I can see my linked phone number, Amazon account, and payment method. And that's definitely creepy, but the facial recognition systems that are now being deployed all over the globe are even creepier. During the G20 meetings that just took place in Brazil, everyone that attended was forced to pass a biometric validation process by scanning their faces using Serpro's stand devices. Serpro, a Brazilian government data processing agency, is providing a facial recognition system that was used to facilitate the accreditation and validation of delegates to a ministerial meeting of the G20 last week. During the meeting, which took place February 21st and 22nd, attendees were made to pass a biometric validation process by scanning their faces using Serpro's stand devices, according to a post on the G20 website. Brazil currently holds the G20 presidency, which runs till the end of the year. Serpro's system meets the same standard as the biometric authentication equipment deployed in some of Brazil's airports to enable secure and seamless passenger checks without the need for the physical presentation of documents, according to the G20 announcement. You may be thinking that since you are not a high-ranking government official, you don't have anything to worry about, but it's important to understand that they are setting a precedent. If they can start getting this technology in place, it will inevitably be adopted by more and more institutions. And then someday, you may wake up and find that you can't get a job, open a bank account, or buy groceries without having your face scanned. What will you do then? We're also reaching a point where many people will soon be running around with technology strapped to their faces virtually all the time. The Apple Vision Pro has been making lots of headlines this month, and Apple is openly telling us that the goal is to augment reality on a continual basis. There's a lot of pressure on the new Apple Vision Pro, Apple's long-awaited entry into the world of computers you wear on your face. Apple claims the Vision Pro, which starts at $3,499, is the beginning of something called spatial computing, which basically boils down to running apps all around you. And the company's ads for it to do not hedge that pressure even a little. They show people wearing the Vision Pro all the time. At work, doing laundry, playing with their kids. The ambition is enormous: to layer apps and information over the real world, to augment reality. To me, having a computer strapped to my face does not seem very appealing, so I'm not sure how much this will catch on. But in the future, people may actually have computer chips or even entire computers inside their heads. Elon Musk says Neuralink's first human trial participant can control a computer mouse with their brain nearly 1 month after having the company's chip implanted, but details remain sparse, and other companies working on brain-computer interfaces appear to have so far cleared more technological hurdles than Neuralink. Progress is good. Patient seems to have made a full recovery and is able to control the mouse, move the mouse around the screen just by thinking. Musk, who owns a controversial chip startup, said in a conversation at SpaceX event Monday night, he said, "We're trying to get as many button presses as possible from thinking." So that's what we're currently working on. And can we get the left mouse, right mouse, mouse down, mouse up, he said, which is kind of needed if you want to click and drag something. You need mouse down and to hold on mouse down. As that CNN article states, many companies out there are working on brain chips. These are the early days, and they will inevitably become a lot more sophisticated. But no matter how they try to spin this new technology, I'm never allowing anyone to put a chip in my head, and you shouldn't either. Of course, the elite may not even need to put a chip in your head to control you, because mind-reading technology is becoming extremely advanced. For example, just check out what a student at MIT has just come up with. A Massachusetts Institute of Technology MIT student has created a device that allows humans to communicate with machines using our minds, and it is truly incredible. And Arnav Kapoor created a device called Alter Ego, which is a wearable type of headset that allows users to communicate with technology without even speaking a word. This technology is apparently extremely accurate, and it has enabled this student to search the internet by only using the thoughts in his own head. The device records signals when the user hears or thinks of a particular word. This information is then sent to the machines, which use the internet to find the answer. It's kind of like having Google in your head, which is pretty damn incredible. And without speaking, typing, or doing anything at all, the device is able to search the internet for the correct answer before feeding back the information via skull vibrations into the inner ear. Apparently, the answer presents itself in a similar way to a person's internal voice, but without interfering with their usual auditory perception. I'm extremely impressed with what he has been able to accomplish, but this sort of technology is also incredibly dangerous. Just imagine what a global tyrant could do with this sort of power. The last example that I want to share with you may not be the most dangerous, but to me it is definitely the most creepy. A Spanish-Dutch artist is set to marry an AI hologram this summer, with a groundbreaking union ushering in a weird new era of human-robot relationships. Alicia Framis will marry her holographic partner, AI Lex, who was trained from the profile information of her previous romantic partners, according to a press release from the artist's publicity team. The press release said that the unconventional ceremony will take place at the Depot Voyagem van Beuningen Museum in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. The ceremony will feature a unique ritual for the union between human and an avatar, and guests will be served molecular food that can be enjoyed by both humans and humanoid entities, it said. This woman really does intend to marry an AI hologram. Sadly, the technology and reality continue to merge. The distinction between what is real and what is digital will get fuzzier and fuzzier. As I've discussed previously, we have reached a time in our history when artificial intelligence is progressing to an exponential rate. If left unchecked, AI will completely turn our world upside down in less than a decade. Many will eagerly welcome the changes that are happening, but I'm entirely convinced that all of this technology is opening the door for horrors that most of us cannot even imagine right now. And this is by Michael Snyder on the Economic Collapse blog. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. about the author Michael Snyder's extremely controversial book entitled Chaos, available on paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 7 other books that are available on Amazon, including End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, Commissions Earned. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work that he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes it by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, Most Important News, and he always freely and happily allows others to republish those articles on their own websites. You can connect with Michael on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and share his articles on your own social media accounts. It's definitely a great help. These are such troubled times that people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.